Hi, this is Bill from Pull Yourself to Pieces. We started this podcast to spark conversations, challenge perspectives, and share the extraordinary tales that make life a thrilling adventure. At first, we didn't know how to create a podcast, but after doing research, we found a great online tool that we use to record each show. That tool is Zencastr, an all-in-one podcast platform that works right out of a browser. You can record studio-quality audio and up to 4K video, even if your connection is unstable. Then you can use the tool's post-production features to help you edit those recordings so your podcast can sound its best. And finally, Zencastr can host your shows and help you distribute them to multiple platforms like Spotify and Apple. It's so easy, and if we can do it, so can you. There's nothing to stop you from creating your own podcast right now. Go to zencastr.com/pricing and use my code BillyRay, and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. I want you to have the same easy experiences I do for all my podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story. Hello, and welcome to a new episode of Pull Yourself to Pieces.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm Bill.
You look familiar. I think I should know you. Have we met before?
But it's been 5 months, believe it or not. Five months. I could have had 2/3 of a baby already. It's been that long that
since we've been in this. You're right, because I'm looking around and there's all new decor. There are new posters on the wall.
Our studio's gone. We had to go do a makeshift studio now.
And what is that poster? Is that Greek erotic art? What the hell's going on, Bill?
That was supposed to be. That's not supposed to be there. Okay.
Oh. Okay, well,
a lot of things have changed in 5 months, right?
It's a naked man. It's a sculpture of a naked man, and he's very well endowed. And I got to be honest, I'm feeling very.
That was a self-portrait.
I'm feeling very self-conscious.
It was a self-portrait, so
Of who?
Me. Anyway,
yeah,
so
in your dreams. So are we back?
Well, we're back. I mean,
where were we? Where'd we go?
I don't know. If any of our our diehard listeners are out there, they were still listening to the old shows. We had reached our 80th episode.
Yeah,
and we decided to take a little hiatus, and it kind of became a big hiatus.
A big hiatus.
I
know a guy who had a hiatus, and it was a big
hiatus.
It was a hiatus hernia.
I had a big hiatus for lunch. It was good with some fries, and and so so we decided that the idea was to maybe come back and do another show, and see how this goes, because maybe we'll keep doing shows.
Okay.
I mean,
well, there was a message on my phone. It said, "Billy's in the studio. Where the hell are you?" And I'm like, "What?" So here I am.
That was my producer. I have a producer now.
You have a producer?
I have a producer now. Yeah, you got to get one too. They're great.
Can I get one?
Yeah. What you want to put an order in, like male, female,
just
what age, what height? Okay.
Somebody with a heartbeat and half a brain.
Okay, all right, you're easy. Okay, that's good.
No, really, seriously.
So I guess we'll ask you first. Right. So what's new? What's happened?
Oh my God, what's new? Well, the really big news. Remember how for years my dating life was in the toilet, and we actually had a couple of shows devoted to it.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's no more dating.
No. Oh, that's it. You went the other way. So you went the other way. Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I joined a convent.
That was your erotic art. That was.
No, I joined a convent. I got the calling, and I answer only to
You're
God.
a nun. Okay.
Only to God and Jesus. No,
a convent.
I'm back with my ex-wife.
Wow, this could be a whole show. You're back with your ex-wife.
Yeah, we got divorced about 4 years ago, and we had kind of not really gone our separate ways. We stayed friends, and we'd actually see each other occasionally, and go out to dinner for her birthday and my birthday. And it's probably about a year and a half ago. We met up at this club to do some dancing, because people still dance here in Virginia.
This is a fascinating story,
isn't it? And and I realized how much I missed her, and how we had both changed as people for the better,
Right.
and we clicked. And
So you chained her into the apartment. And
I
you
did. Yeah,
told her
she's
like, we have to get back together again, or you're not
yeah,
going to let her free.
she's locked in the closet now. She can't get out.
So it worked. Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
she's locked in the closet. Yeah, I feed her, 3 times a day. There's a little slot. I push the food under the door,
Oh my god.
and I have a hole in the door for the hose, and I just shove the hose in there and turn it on full blast, so she gets some water and a bath. So
Okay, that's pretty good. That's efficient. That's good. That's being very
efficiency
efficient.
is my middle name, Bill.
It's Ray efficiency.
Efficient.
Okay,
Right.
all right, got it.
Anyway,
got it.
so we're back together, and we're actually living together. And I
Well,
inherited.
congratulations.
Thank you so
Woo!
much. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Anybody out there listening? Yes, it can be done. You can get back with your ex if you want to.
Right.
It all depends on how much you miss each other and how much you can grow as a person. And that's what the last 3 years taught me, is how much I can grow as a person.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. All right.
But it gets
Oh,
better.
Okay.
I inherited her 2 little dogs, and they are
And her little dogs too.
and her little dogs too. Yes. And
Toto 1 and Toto 2.
No. Her little dogs are fabulous, and so
Fabulous.
now-
And what's the other name?
and
I
they-
thought the name was Fabulous.
They love me, and I love them, and now I'm part of a family. So
You dog you. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
it's good to be me. I don't want to brag, but it's good to be me.
Okay. All right. Well, now I'm getting sick. All right. Well, that's really, really.
Well, there's more news.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay.
Well, I'll give you my news, then you give me your news. Because we
Get
haven't
up and
been
go to
in
the
the
bathroom,
studio
but
for
all right.
5 months now. Has it been?
Yeah, 5 months.
Yeah.
I have 5 great months. I mean, it was 5 months that I really missed this.
Wow.
I mean, no.
Wow. You haven't changed at all. You haven't grown as a person. Nope.
No, I'm already grown.
Yeah. So the other big news is I am semi-retired.
Retired. I'm sorry. I thought I heard something
Easy.
else.
We're not supposed to say that word.
I didn't say it.
That's
okay. I
one
thought
of
you
those-
said it, and I just
Retired, not
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I know you pretty well, and you can go anyway. You're semi-retired.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I mean, when you get up into the 60s, it's a good idea if you can do it.
Yeah. Been running my home remodeling business for 25 years, and it's taken its toll on me. Running a business by yourself, it's a lot, and doing all the work by yourself. So I'm semi-retired, and because my business is seasonal, summer is usually slow, and so I am now filling in the blanks. I'm driving an Uber. I am an Uber driver.
Ray Uber.
And let me tell you, you really want to get a feel for civilization and how other people live and their ideas. You want somebody in your back seat for about, 15, 20 minutes, listening to them either on their phone or talking to the person next to them, or just, appreciating how they're dressed or not dressed.
Whoa, okay. Uber has some perks I didn't know about.
That's not a perk. Some of these people I wish I could close my eyes and drive, like use the force, Luke.
Yeah. Okay.
But no.
Right.
Let me tell you, society is really crumbling.
Oh gosh. Okay.
It really is crumbling.
Okay.
I don't know about the rest of the country, but here in Central Virginia, it's a mess. And
it's probably everywhere.
So I have some fun when I'm in the mood. It'll be the Ray show. I'll interact with some of my passengers, but normally
Ray show.
Yeah.
Oh,
without you. Yeah, just me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Ray show.
The Ray show. The ratio.
Basically, I sit quietly. If somebody wants to talk, then I engage them in conversation. But otherwise, I sit there quiet, like a serial killer. And
oh God. Okay.
Yeah. So that's
the scary Ray show.
The scary Ray show. What?
So, I don't remember if people remember that you like to sing. Do you you sing in the car for them?
I
and stuff?
do not
serenade?
sing. I do not sing in the car. No.
Okay.
But I have mentioned to quite a few people that that I've struck up a conversation with about our podcast. So
we do a podcast. Oh, right, that's what this is.
Yes, that's what this is. Yeah,
I forgot. 5 months.
Yeah. So
memory swipe.
So we should hopefully get some new listeners that like the show, and we'll see what happens. But generally, the people that are sitting in my backseat are very, very. They're very pleasant. They're smart. They're funny. But there are some that don't live up to expectations. Let's put it that way.
Right.
So that's about what's new with me. Anything new with you?
Oh God, we could talk for an hour about me, but it's not really anything good. It's usually like the
Oh,
usual thing.
oh, you're going to bring us down, then forget it.
Right. Anybody who knows me from the past, it's usually going to be like, all right, what's ailing me now? My bad knee, bad toe.
Oh man.
That fungus that won't go away.
Oh, I don't even think we want to talk about that at all. No.
The fungus named Ray. No. Sorry.
Oh, well, we could.
I'm still working from home. It's still the same old thing,
Okay. Well,
the world has gotten a little more. I don't know, in the last 5 months, but I can't remember what happened in the world in the last 5 months. What major things happened in the last 5 months? Not within the last couple of weeks, because that's been off the charts, right? We know that. But what happened between like February and June-ish?
Well,
that's a word.
Somebody was found guilty.
She's June-ish.
Somebody famous was found guilty of quite a few felonies.
Yeah, that's true.
Israel and Palestine, or whatever the hell's going on over there. I don't really
Hamas
I don't really follow. I don't know who's killing who or who's starving who, but I know that thing's been escalating.
That's true. That's true.
Other than that,
that's the major things, except for the big news that happened a couple weeks ago, after a certain debate.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't see the debate, but
me either. I couldn't. I didn't want to see it for a couple of reasons. I didn't want to see it for the cringe on both sides.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Well, my theory is this. Unlike the man that was president for 4 years who golfed more than he actually sat in the president's chair, we have a guy for almost the last 4 years who's a workaholic. All he does is work. He does his job. And when you get up in years and you don't get enough sleep because you're the president and the country's on your mind versus how much money you can suck out of the government, I believe that Sleepy Joe is just that. He's sleepy. The guy needed some sleep. He needed to, work less and enjoy his life and spend more time at his home. I think he lives in Delaware. I'm not sure, but I think that was the case. I think the guy's just tired.
Yeah.
Look, we all get tired when we work hard, and I think that was the case. I also think that the man measures his words. He thinks before he speaks, and if he didn't have a very good comeback, then I think that was a problem. I don't really think he had a good enough comeback for some. Again, I didn't see or hear the debate. I only got everyone else's opinion, and everyone else's opinion, they all said the same thing. Look, we've all had our bad days where the brain just kind of it fizzles out. Especially in our age, I'm in my late 60s, you're in your early 60s, and
right.
How many times I walk into a room and go, "Why did I come in here?" I look around, try and remember why I came into a room.
I think what you said, mostly is true. I think you're giving him more credit than I would give him.
Okay.
I mean, but let's not use the word credit. I mean, I hope. First of all, I hope I'm alive at 81. Secondly, I hope I have his level of
awareness.
Sure, his level of awareness. Okay, at that age.
Yeah.
We all but do. There is definitely, and he even just recently admitted, he knows it himself. He's not as sharp as he was. He's not as quick as he was. All right.
Yeah.
There's obviously, we get into our 80s. There's obviously, cognitive decline.
Sure. Yeah.
No matter who you are.
No matter who you are.
I'm very excited that he stepped down.
Yeah, me too.
I am very excited that he stepped down, and I am not to get the whole long conversation about this, but I'm ecstatic for his replacement.
Yeah. Same here.
I'm really looking forward to somebody new, somebody younger.
Yep.
Somebody with a fresh perspective.
Yep.
It's pushing tons of energy and life back into this.
I'll be honest. I'll say it. I'm tired of being governed by old white men, and I'm an old white man. And I'm an old white man.
Yeah.
So I'm just tired of it. So yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? Somebody younger can handle the hours, like you said, and the work. The pressure.
Right.
And it's about time that someone of the opposite sex gets a chance to do that.
Absolutely.
About time. We need that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need a woman in there. It's time.
Yeah.
All right. What do you say we take a break, and I've got more stuff to talk about when we come back.
All right, we could do that.
Don't sound so. It will not scare our listeners. It's I'm going to talk about the trip I just got back from.
All right.
It was LSD, and it was.
I'm going to go take a trip to the bathroom, so it's going to be a little bit of a break. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Pull Yourself to Pieces will now give you about 30 seconds of silence in order to get our dead air out of the way and to have a smooth flowing show. Here we go.
I know it's been 5 months, but I have to ask because this. Did you turn the microphones off?
Oh, you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to the intern crying in the corner. Why did you make her cry?
I was having a discussion with my producer. We're off the air right now because the microphones are turned off, so we're off the air.
Oh, we're off the air. Okay.
That's how I was able to go talk to my producer.
All right. Well, that's good to know. All right.
They're off.
Okay,
the microphones are off.
That's good.
If you have to know, they're off.
Okay, good.
You know the word on?
Yeah.
Not that.
It's the opposite of that?
It's the opposite of on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. You got to tell me, you changed your clothes.
Yeah, and this is not a sweatsuit, by the way.
Yoga?
Yes, these are yoga pants. Aren't they fashionable?
They're tight.
Well, I've gained some weight, so yeah.
Oh, I meant they were like tight, like they were cool.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, they're supposed to be tight.
That too. Yeah.
They're supposed to be snug.
What do you got down over there? You got
that's a yoga mat.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
really?
That thin piece of what looks like reeds is what you lay your body down on, like a hard surface.
Yeah, that really helps.
Yeah, I think it's really just
why not just go on?
I think it's just a masochistic thing. People like to just be uncomfortable.
Really?
Yeah. I've been doing some of it, and oh my gosh, there's so many different yogas. There's hot yoga, there's tantric yoga, there's yoga with fruit on the bottom. No, that's
wait, what?
No, that's yogurt. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right.
There's naked yoga.
That could be interesting.
Now that's more fun when you do it in a group.
Okay.
Because it's hard to, but then again, it's hard to focus on what you're doing.
Yeah, I don't think
all I know is some of these positions. I was sitting there, and this one, the yogi, named after Yogi Bear, by the way. That's how
I figured that. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Hey, boo boo. He, by the time he was done, I was locked into a pretzel position. It took 4 people to unlock me. To unravel me. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think it's working.
I think our time was up. We got to switch back to air.
Oh, okay. What do you mean? Oh, that's right. The microphones. Well, according to you.
Yeah, I didn't mean like air that we breathe. We got to get back on the air.
Oh, all right. Let's go. All right. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay.
This is Bill, and you're listening to Pull Yourself to Pieces, the podcast, hosted on Anchor. You never heard of Anchor? Anchor by Spotify is a podcast host platform, and it's an easy way to make a podcast. We picked Anchor because they have everything we needed all in one place. You can record and edit a podcast from your computer or even right from your phone. Then you can have your podcast distributed easily to multiple platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and much more. And did I mention it's free? That's right. Anchor is free. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And we're back here in the new studio.
Yeah, we're back. We're hanging in there for almost an hour this time.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, we're gonna try.
You there?
I don't know. I don't know if people are going to listen for an hour. But we're going to try and do an hour show.
If you look statistically,
Yeah,
the shorter the better.
yeah.
With a podcast.
That depends on.
So if we really want to be better, it would be like 30 seconds for us.
If you're a man, shorter is not better. That's all I can say.
Oh God, what are we talking about? Height?
Yeah. Well,
height isn't everything.
What do you think I was talking about?
Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah. And that doesn't matter either, because you know what? If it's not that long, you just fold it in half.
But and make up in girth. I get it.
Right. Totally exactly. Right.
I totally get it. Yeah. You were going to ask me something?
I was?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I was. I was going to say. I heard you just got back from vacation. Right?
I did. I got back from vacation.
Well, good for you. All right. What's next?
No. Sorry. Wow. I actually took a vacation.
What do you mean you actually took a vacation? You make it sound like you've never taken a vacation before.
25 years in my own business, I should have months of vacation stored up, but I don't take the time. I'm usually too busy. And I'm cheap. So
well, yeah, I think it's mainly the second part. But
yeah.
But so you went on vacation?
Yeah, with my lovely ex-wife/wife, and
oh, that's really weird. Okay, right.
I don't know what to call her.
Right. She's my ex-wife. You can't call her your girlfriend.
Right.
Not really.
No.
You can't call her your
wife, because technically we're not married, but we consider ourselves to be married. So I don't know.
She is your housemate with some fringe benefits.
Housemate with fringe benefits. Yeah.
Now see if you can make an acronym out of that.
HMWF.
Does it say something?
No, I can't. No,
doesn't work, huh? Damn it. Okay. Sorry.
No.
But you didn't mind that, right? Housemate with fringe benefits. I just thought of that.
That's excellent, Will. Right off the top. My God.
I'd like a housemate with some fringe benefits.
You are so.
My wife's gonna hate that though, but still.
Yeah. That could get in the way.
Could get in the way. So where'd you go on vacation?
We went to Sin City.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Utah. We went to Utah.
You went to Florida. Sorry.
We went to fabulous Las Vegas.
Fabulous Las Vegas. Welcome. Did you see the sign that said Welcome to Fabulous? They still have that sign, huh?
Yeah, they still have the sign. Yeah.
I've never been to Vegas.
You're not missing.
But I hear what's in Vegas stays in Vegas.
I could see why.
Really? Oh, so it wasn't that great of a trip, huh?
No, it was horrible.
Horrible.
Well, all right. Let me reframe that.
Okay.
Certain aspects of Las Vegas are horrible.
You had to spend money, and you're cheap, so.
No, that wasn't it.
Oh, okay.
No, that wasn't it at all.
Oh.
People talk about how hot it is. Yes, it's hot, but it's dry. So, I barely broke a sweat. So that was nice. Not sweating and being soaked all day.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Basically, there's two things in Vegas to do: party and gamble. That's about it.
Oh.
There isn't much else to do. There's no beach per se, even though they're surrounded by sand and mountains. And
party. Oh, I got you. So basically, you got to gamble, the machine, and then the partying is that there's a lot of bars and drinking and that kind of thing.
There's a lot of drinking and marijuana use is recreational. So everywhere you went, it smelled like you just walked past a dead family of skunks. I mean, horrible.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that smell.
And new pot apparently smells 20 times worse than old pot, because it smells like a dead skunk. Back in the day, if you were near somebody and they were smoking pot, you went, "Oh, what's that smell? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's quite nice." Now you just want to run away holding your nose. It's just absolutely horrible. And
I'm not a fan
people
of the
just do it out in the open. So anyway, the other problem is lack of signage for us tourists.
Oh.
There are no signs. There are hardly any signs telling you what to do, where to go. This stops here, this ends here, start here, stand here. A lot of things are assumed. And if you're a tourist and you don't know your way around, you look like an idiot.
Yeah.
The strip is only 4.2 miles long, but it's wide. And it's very,
wide.
very wide.
Okay.
It's like trying to cross a major highway, and the drivers there are nuts. So what Los Angeles, I'm sorry, what Nevada did was they built all these walkways. So there are bridges you have to walk up steps to get to. You walk across this bridge. You basically cross the street on this bridge. You walk down the steps on you're on the other side of the street. So
Oh, gotcha.
think about trying to walk 4.2 miles where you're constantly walking upstairs, and you got to walk up high enough to be able to get a semi truck under those stairs, and then you walk across this sky bridge, and there's literally hundreds of them to
Oh my
keep
gosh,
you
really?
literally hundreds of them to keep you
Holy
from getting run over because these drivers are nuts.
wow.
Um,
No idea.
there is mass transit. There are buses that run. There are lots of taxis that will rip you off, and then there's Uber, which is what me and the wife did. We Ubered everywhere because renting a car for the day was just going to be too damn expensive,
Hmm.
and Uber was the way to go. So we met some really great Uber drivers who gave us such incredibly great advice on where to go, where not to go, what to see. And then we got to see the giant eye, the big
Hmm.
ball, the sphere.
Yeah.
We
The
got
sphere. Oh,
to
right. The sphere.
Yeah, the
Right.
sphere was there, and that thing is massive. You cannot appreciate how big that thing is until you're standing right up against it. Man, it's big.
Huh.
We got to
So,
ride on the giant. Well, we'll call it Ferris wheel, but it doesn't spin like a Ferris wheel. It
oh,
constantly moves. It doesn't stop. So you hop on, you hop off
oh,
at a
huh.
very very slow pace. It takes 30 minutes to make one revolution.
Oh, geez.
At its highest point, it's 540 feet in the
Oh
air,
my God.
and you're in these pods. So you stand in this round pod where you could probably fit 25 people in a pod,
Whoa.
and there are seats built into the pod where you can sit down or you can stand up. And because the walls are all glass, you can look straight down
Oh,
in
oh,
this pod,
oh.
and then
Not good for somebody who's got a height problem.
not good for anybody with a height problem.
Oh my
Um,
God.
So we did that. We went into a bunch of casinos. We went into the Flamingo. We went into New York, New York. We went into the Paris Casino. We went into the
Mhm.
Bellagio. We went into um, oh gosh, this
They
medieval.
still got Caesar's Palace there,
Oh,
and
Caesar's Palace. They actually added to Caesar's Palace, so it's even bigger now. It's huge.
wow.
Lots of casinos. Nobody winning. The machines just basically take your money. So if you think you're going to go to Las Vegas and clean up on
Right.
slot machines, save your money. Just save your money right now. Don't bother. The machines do not pay out. They
I'm
just don't.
guessing kind of like New York City, like the place like never sleeps, right? I'm guessing it's like
New York, New York. That
no, I
casino.
mean like
Oh,
the whole place, the strip. I guess
pretty
it's like
much.
24/7
Pretty
gambling.
pretty much. Yeah.
Wow.
Um, the
Right?
the
Doesn't get quiet.
the tour guide. We took a tour, and I'll get to that. But the tour guide told us that Las Vegas is one of the few places on Earth that can be seen from space with all the lights.
Wow.
So you can actually see Las Vegas from space, right?
Right.
Not a plane, from space.
Right.
Yeah, it shines. So yeah, there
What an
was this.
electric bill. Damn.
Oh my God. Oh, and water is a big problem. Water conservation is number one there.
Well, yeah,
Because
because you're in the desert.
So they pay
Yeah.
you not to grow grass. They actually pay you not to grow any grass. And
Wow.
bottled water is not cheap. It's like $6 for a 17
A
ounce
sip.
bottle of water. You get a sip for $10.
$6.
Here you go.
All right. There you go.
The food on the strip, ridiculously $99 steak.
Oh my God.
And I'm thinking for $99 I should get the whole friggin' cow.
Oh my God.
Forget a steak.
$99
Yeah,
steak.
$99 steak.
Thank God
And
it wasn't 100. No.
yeah, thank God. If it was 100, I would have said no way.
Right. Yeah. Right.
But
right.
every famous chef has a restaurant there.
Oh, really? Oh,
Every
God.
Emeril was there. What's that other guy? That famous
McDonald's. Yeah,
He's
a
got
famous
blonde hair. What's that chef's name? With the blonde hair, I can't think. He has a show on TV.
Oh, I don't know.
Cooking show. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, so every chef has a casino or whatever.
Restaurant. Wow.
restaurant. We visited Fremont, the Fremont Experience, which is a small part of Las Vegas that still has some of the older casinos.
Oh, cool.
Older casinos with older food prices. Like you could get
Now
a steak.
if that place can do that, why can't the rest of it do it?
Well, good
Greed.
question.
Okay, I'm sorry.
$10 steak and
wow.
some of the prices.
Did you eat there? You should have.
We actually did eat there.
Good.
Food was good. Women were scantily dressed with
a little extra. You got food in a show
with nice. Feathers. With these huge big.
And that's all they had, just feathers.
And I don't know exactly. I don't know if they want you to take a picture with them or whatever.
Oh no, I know about that. By the way,
there were a lot of them.
Yeah, because if you go to New York City, I guess any big city, but I noticed when we had gone to New York City last year, that there's people dressed up in either costumes or dressed up in like outfits like that, all over the place. And if you just make eye contact or you say hi or you go any too close to them, they immediately think you're there for a picture.
Oh,
and if you let them take a picture, then they're expecting a tip.
Yeah,
every single one of them, and all of a sudden they'll come out of the woodwork. If you see one, then there's like 5 of them now, and they're all taking a picture with them, and they'll don't forget the tip. Don't forget the tip.
Yeah, swarm. yeah. So I saw a lot. There were a lot of asses hanging out.
A lot of asses hanging.
A lot of asses hanging out. Yep.
Wow.
And
very interesting.
A lot of young people. A lot of young people in Vegas.
Oh, hey, that's Vegas is known for weddings. You guys.
Oh my God!
Just realize, the third marriage. Divorce.
Hundreds.
You guys could have got married in 2 seconds.
Hundreds. We could have. We could have.
If you drank, maybe you did get married.
No shortage of Elvis impersonators. We saw at least 2.
Wow.
And so yeah, that was the experience. Some of it was good, some of it was not so good. There is a monorail that takes you from one end of the strip to the other, and it makes stops in between where you can get off and just jump into just walk downstairs and get into a casino. So that was convenient.
Oh, you tried it?
And then we did ride the monorail, yeah. And then we took the Grand Canyon tour.
Oh,
and that was the high point of the whole trip.
Yeah, so really not Vegas. It's just that it's near Vegas, right?
It's not far. I mean,
what is it?
The rim of the Grand Canyon is not far.
Wow.
California is only 40 miles away.
Oh, wow.
Which I didn't know.
Damn.
But we took a nice bus, a motor coach, to the Grand Canyon, and we got to get out, and we stopped in 3 different places, so you can take pictures, and you can't appreciate how deep and how wide and how grand that thing is with pictures. You have to be there to appreciate the immensity of this thing.
Yeah. That's never going to happen for me. That's for sure.
When
I can appreciate it, but I'm not going to. I don't want to see it in person.
Yeah. When the tour guide said that the canyon is 271 miles long.
Wow.
I thought, wow, that's the size of Virginia. Going from one end to the other. From if you were driving through Virginia on the East Coast on 95.
Yeah.
It's at least that long. So,
I'm guessing you could see it from space.
Oh yeah, I truly believe you could easily see the Grand Canyon from space.
Wow.
No guardrails. I mean,
no guardrails.
No guardrails. So there's rocks, and all of a sudden the rocks end, and you can just free fall down into the the tiny little river that now runs through there.
So if you're lucky enough to hit the river, you might survive. All right, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, no, you'd have to be
the fall's going to kill you.
An Olympic runner to be able to run out far enough to hit that river that's down there, because
okay.
At its widest point, I forget how wide it is. At its widest point, from one end to the other, one side to the other, but it's far.
Yeah,
it's real far. I can just imagine 200 years ago, settlers going from east to west, by covered wagon, and running into this thing and going, okay, how do we get
There's a big hole.
Like, how the hell do we get across this? And then thinking, all right, we'll go around it and going. It just seems to never end.
Yeah.
We went over the Hoover Dam, which was really cool.
Wow.
The Hoover Dam was built to make Lake Mead, which is the number one water supplier for Las Vegas. It supplies the water for Las
Oh,
Vegas.
I see. They made that lake, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, so
they
that
made the lake.
becomes like almost like a reservoir.
Yeah, right.
Catching
That's
all
what
the
it
water.
is. It's a reservoir.
Yeah, and with being so dry, so it doesn't rain much.
Right. No, they get like 2 inches of rain a year.
2 inches a year?
A year. 2 inches of rain a year.
I think we had 2 inches the other night. Wow,
Yeah, no
that's
kidding.
crazy.
So yeah, it doesn't rain there.
Wow.
Seeing the Hoover Dam and driving over it, it's just amazing. Just incredible views. So yeah.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
Yeah, had a good time. And for me, one of the really fun parts of going on vacation when you have to take a plane is the takeoff.
Oh, you like to take off?
I love the G-force, man. I love that acceleration. Oh my gosh, that was fabulous.
Yeah, taking off and landing.
Yeah, landing's boring, but the takeoff.
No, landings can be pretty exciting. Shit.
Nah, not for me.
Kind of come back down. You survived.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah,
feels good.
It's a wonder when he does actually land the plane, but for me, takeoff, man, that acceleration, oh, it's fabulous because I'm an acceleration junkie.
Yeah.
So that's right up my alley.
Wow.
All right. Any questions?
I don't know. You pretty much covered, a lot of Vegas.
I'll take that as a no.
I mean,
so we take a break and come back. We have a new segment we want to talk about.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
All right. We'll be back.
Okay. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the intro for our new segment called Cinema Shredders.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you want to know what it's all about?
Yeah, they probably want to know. Well, what is it all about, Ray?
Well, it's about
tell them what it's all about, Ray.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, Bill. It's about you and me talking about movies, good movies, bad movies, movies that we love that everybody hated, or movies that we hate that everybody else loved.
It's thrilling.
And, thrilling. It's going to be thrilling. And so we're going to talk about.
I'm
movies.
riveted.
I didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who riveted you to your seat, but
it's horrible that I'm stuck here now.
I know you're stuck with me. That's even worse.
So
what
movie?
So I'd like to talk about a movie that I absolutely loved, but I know everybody else on the planet hated.
That's probably like 90% of your movie choices, but go ahead.
And what's weird is, you could say it really is a foretelling of the future of our planet.
Really?
And this movie starred a very, very well-known actor who went on to make quite a few interesting and diverse films. And this film is called Waterworld.
Oh, God.
Yes, that movie.
Oh, God.
I remember when it came out, everybody was talking about how horrible it was, and this and that, and nobody had anything good to say about it. And of course, you know me, I'm inquisitive. I said, I got to see this movie. I have to see it for myself. So obviously, I had to rent it, and I don't remember if it was probably either in Redbox or one of the. Remember when you used to be able to rent movies? You'd actually go into a store.
Oh yeah, remember that?
You could rent a movie. There were aisles and aisles of them.
That's right.
It was amazing.
Was.
So I probably rented it and went home and watched it.
Video rental.
And I got to tell you, I just love this movie.
You did.
Excuse me. I did. I loved it.
Sometimes when you watch a movie and you haven't seen it in a while, sometimes it's a good idea to see it again. Have you seen it recently?
I've seen that movie. I own it. I actually bought it.
You bought that?
I've probably watched that movie 4 times at least.
Wow.
And
so what I like about a Waterworld expert.
See, the problem with that movie is what people don't understand is that it really is. Besides being a possible foretelling of our future, if climate change continues to wreak havoc with our climate, the movie is really it's a parody. It's a satire. There are so many aspects of it that make it comical. But you've got to be paying attention. I mean, they call the bad guys smokers because some of them smoke. And where are cigarettes in a world that's full of water? I think that's pretty funny.
How they growing them?
The bad guys are basically floating around the planet on a tanker, the tanker that basically spilled all that oil in Alaska, and there's I find a lot of comedic parts about that film. I think the film is funnier than it. There's more comedy in that movie than drama, and I just I love the fact that Kevin Costner doesn't overact at all. In fact, he underacts in most of the film. He's very subdued, and
he should be subdued. But yeah,
the story's interesting. It has an interesting story about one place on Earth that you can actually get on dry land, and the map to this place is tattooed on the back of a little girl on her back.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody wants this little girl. She's like, she's a hot property. And basically, the movie is, following this little girl gets kidnapped, and she gets rescued by our hero, who basically has no name. He basically has no name in this film. You don't know what to call him.
The hero.
He's I forget what they call him. The
fish face.
No, fish face. No, the Mariner. He's called the.
I know
Mariner.
because he's got webbed hands. He like in a couple of 100 years, his feet and hands got webbed.
No, yeah. Well, he has slightly webbed feet, but he also has the beginning of gills behind his ears.
Okay.
Tiny little gills have formed because they've been in a watery environment for literally somewhere between
He's Aqua Costner.
He's Aqua Costner.
Aqua Costner.
Yeah, Aqua Costner.
Aqua Costner.
Yeah, I don't want to give away too much of the movie if you haven't seen it, but
then no one's gonna want to see it.
I say find it either on look, there are a lot of places that stream films, so I'd say try and find it. Get yourself a drink, get some popcorn, and sit down and watch this film and judge for yourself. I think you will enjoy it.
Oh my God! Wow.
So I give it 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah,
wow.
I give it 2 thumbs up. Yeah,
it should be. Yeah. Okay.
Look, it's an adventure film, not much different than Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh my God! You're putting it in the same league as Raiders of the Lost
Ark, or the Mummy, or
which Mummy?
Not our Mummy.
Oh,
it's an adventure film. It's a big movie with big sets and it's one of my favorite movies.
Only you could like
only
that
me.
Movie. Well, yep. Okay. Are you done?
I'm done.
All right. Well, then I should get a chance, I guess, to talk about a movie that I'll do the opposite. I'll talk about a movie that everybody loved.
Yeah.
Including you.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it all.
You hated it. All right. Hit me, brother. What is it?
The movie is Forrest Gump.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep. I am not a fan of Forrest Gump movie.
All right. Well, it's all yours. Take the stage and go for it.
Well, first of all, my issue is that the Tom Hanks character, Forrest Gump, is just... I know you're going to have arguments against all this, but I feel like his character... his performance. Tom Hanks is always good. He does a great job. He's a very diverse guy. He's played all different kinds of parts, but the character is just so flat. I know he's simplistic.
Yes.
So of course he's going to be that way, but it's just that I just found that, it's not very for that to be the protagonist. I kind of like a character that I'm going to be a little bit more, going to have a little more feeling for. And I can't say I felt anything in the movie. The movie spends so much time with, with this, what do you want to call it? It spends a lot of time with
adventures.
No, but not just that, but it spends so much time with this nostalgia thing. These setups for... these things that are all these like pretty historical things that, things that are like that happened in the 60s and the 70s, right? And he's the guy at the center of it. It's like all this setup for it, and it's kind of like that's what we're doing here. I feel like I feel like there's no, I don't know, there's no twists to it except the same twist that he just happens to be the guy that's there. Dumb luck, he's the guy that happens to just be there again.
Well, that's the whole irony. That's the whole irony of the movie, that a man that simple just happens to be at the right place at the right time to be a part of history. That's irony.
It's just too simple to me. I don't know. It covers, when did it start? The 50s?
Oh yeah.
Up to, all right. But it kind of like, what's the word I want to use? It trivializes really important historical things that happened.
You think it trivializes it?
Yeah. Like Vietnam, is a big part of the movie, and rights, civil rights and stuff like that.
Right.
And it just sort of like, it doesn't, because it's kind of like almost like a what do you consider this movie? Comedy?
Well, it's
drama,
genre,
satire. What do you consider this movie? You can't, right? It's kind of hard to define it, right?
Well, because it has aspects of all of those things. That's why.
Yeah.
You can't pigeonhole that movie. No, you can't.
Yeah.
It has a lot of comedy. It has a lot of drama. It has it's just filled with irony.
Ironically enough, some of the only entertaining parts for me were some of the sarcastic things, like from I can't think of his name right now. Who was his other like commander when he was in Vietnam?
Captain Dan.
Yeah,
Lieutenant Dan.
I can't think of the actor's name, but he was kind of sarcastic. So that was for me one of the only entertaining things in there. But overall, I just just feel
Gary Sinise.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It just having this very simple guy, it became kind of just too sentimental.
I don't know.
So
he was you
I just didn't get it. I was disappointed.
You didn't find him lovable?
No. Nope. No.
Oh my goodness.
No.
See, that's the thing. You had to feel for him.
Right. And I'm telling you, because of it's not his acting,
right,
but it's because the character is just
just the character. You couldn't feel for the character. You had no empathy for the character.
Nah, I didn't. I was disappointed. So,
all right. That's fine.
So there you go. I know all those Forrest Gump fans are going to hate me. Whatever. Let them do it.
That just goes to show you, everybody has a different opinion, and we all have different tastes about what we like and dislike. So there it is.
And the storytelling is just kind of weird. I mean, I don't know. Was it ambitious? I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
it was also, what doesn't help too is the fact that it was ridiculously popular with, with critics and Oscars and Academy Awards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That I don't know. Didn't you also kind of feel like you know where the movie's going? Didn't you feel like the end? Didn't you feel like the end is kind of like? Didn't you feel it's kind of predictable?
No. When you sit down and you watch this film from the very minute that it starts, you have no idea where this movie goes, and it basically goes everywhere.
Yeah, but it ends kind of like, just kind of ends, and just I don't know. It ends where he's back. It ends how it starts. So it's like it's bringing us back to the same thing. There's no character development. I know you're going to say this is not supposed to be.
Are you kidding?
I don't know.
No, wait. I have to agree with you.
He's Forrest Gump the whole song.
No, I take that back. I do have to agree with you on that there is no character development.
Hello.
It's basically, it's a snapshot of a life. All right.
No, but but he's one-dimensional, Ray. He's not.
Well, he has to be one-dimensional.
I know. But okay. So then, where's the so it's really then it's all the other characters, all the other actors.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
it is.
I didn't. It is. I can't think of her name right now. What's her name?
Yeah, her name. Yeah. The actress.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Princess Bride, right?
Princess Bride.
Okay, so we'll just call her Princess Bride right now because I can't think of her name.
Right.
So yeah, Princess Bride, who I usually like. I didn't really. I know I was supposed to feel a lot more for her, and I really didn't. So I'm not cold. I just didn't feel it. So
okay. All right.
So there you go.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk forever about it, but
Okay.
Not a fan. Right. I won't watch it, and I've watched it, but I'll never watch it again.
Okay.
All right, you okay with that?
I'm good with that. Yeah, no, really, seriously.
Okay.
I'm okay with it.
Well, there we go. We both tried to shred a movie.
We both tried to shred a movie.
Well, no, you tried to play up a movie that people would normally shred.
Right.
And I shredded a movie that people normally love.
You murdered a movie
people
that's like
love Forrest Gump, but not me.
Okay. There you go.
All right. Are we done?
I think we're finished.
All right. Let's go. Let's shred this now. We're going to just shred the whole show.
I think we could end it here. I think it may be time to say goodbye. And
I'm so glad we had this time.
Oh, we're going to have a special guest.
Together. Really?
We're going to have a special guest.
Really?
And he's going to, and he has a story to tell. And it should be
for the next show.
For the next show, but it's not going to be next weekend because that's where I'll be. I'll be at his house. So we can't do a show from his house because he will not be able to be in the studio.
Okay.
We can't get the three of us in the studio. So we're going to take a break next week. But the following weekend,
what's he going to talk about?
He's going to talk about his experience.
Mm-hmm. His experience.
We can't give it away. Don't.
Okay.
All right.
He's
going to shine some light on. Let's see. I can't explain. He's he got to experience something that a lot of us would never get to experience, and he's gonna pull the curtain back and show us who really is the wizard.
Oh, cool.
So he's got some insight as to how things work in, I'm going to say, Hollywood, and that's it.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say. Okay.
All right. Okay.
So
sounds like fun. Can I be there? Oh, I'm gonna have to be there, right?
You have to be there. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I can't do the show by myself.
All right. I want to see you try.
I wouldn't know where to start.
Before we go, have you seen any movies lately?
Yeah. Just
what'd you see?
What are we? Oh, well, here's the thing. Not so much movies, but Linda, my live-in, what is she called? She's my
your
my
housemate with benefits. Fringe benefits.
She turned me on to Outlander, which is a series from Starz, Starz.
Is that like a remake of the old movie?
No. It's
okay.
No, it's called Outlander, not Highlander. It's
right.
It's Outlander,
right?
And it's a series, and it's got 7 seasons, and
wow.
She said it was fabulous, and by the first episode, I was hooked. So we've watched them all. It's absolutely fabulous. I totally recommend.
Is it still going, or it ended?
They're actually filming the 8th season now as we speak, and hopefully by the fall, it'll be on.
Who's the lead on that?
Again, you're not.
That's not the guy who played Superman, was it?
You're not going to know any of these actors.
Oh, okay,
actresses, because they're basically British.
Okay.
If you saw the movie Ford versus Ferrari with Matt Damon, well,
yeah, I did.
The guy who played
he's Matt Damon. No,
well, the driver, Christian Bale, his wife, she's the star of this series.
Oh, I didn't know she was an actress.
Yeah. No, his wife, she is the star of the series, and it's really all about her. I don't want to give it away, but it's called Outlander. Definitely watch it. It's incredible. You'll see some amazing scenery because most of it is shot in Scotland.
Okay.
Also, Linda turned me on to this other series called. Oh boy.
Give me a hint. Maybe I'll be able to.
Podark.
What's it called?
Podark. Podark.
Podark.
Podark is the last name of the star in this show, and it takes place in 1800 England and Cornwall, the town of Cornwall, and very, very interesting, very well acted. Just cliffhanger, one after another. Great show.
Okay, cool.
Not as many seasons as Outlander, but definitely worth watching.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. As for movies, Gee.
Have you seen? Have you guys gone to the movies to see? I mean, it's kind of like out of the theaters now, but
Haven't been to the movies
the okay, well, that
in
last
years.
Planet of the Apes movie,
Really?
the one Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, I think it was called.
Yeah.
Really good. I got a chance to see that. That was really good.
Really?
Had a lot of flashback Easter eggs. What do you want to call it? Back to the old original.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. You'd like it a lot.
Okay.
You'd like it a lot.
All right.
So you get a chance to see that. You should see that. And I just the other day went to go to the movies. I hadn't been to the movies in a while.
Yeah.
And went to see Twisters. And I know you're a big fan of Twister.
Oh yeah, big fan of Twister.
Twisters was fun.
Yeah.
Twisters was definitely entertaining. Not the greatest movie, but definitely, definitely a nice companion piece to the other one.
A great summer film, would you say?
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, it's it doesn't have all the there's just I guess a little something special, I mean, the original Twister is very entertaining and has a lot of charm. That's a good word for it. Has a lot of charm. Okay.
Yes.
I think that helps make up for the fact of the problems that I might have with the movie. But you look past that. It's an entertainment movie. It's a popcorn movie.
Yeah.
It's one of the best popcorn movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you could pick apart a movie and go crazy, but Twister was great.
Yeah.
For that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Twisters is not up to the level of that, but again, like I said, it's another good companion piece. It's supposed to be a film that takes place in the same world years later. Okay, so it's not really a sequel, but
is it a remake?
No, it's not a remake. It's in the same world. It's just years later.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's not a remake. It's the same place, same world, right? Same world. Well, not the same no, not the same characters.
A continuation of lives that we didn't get to see.
Well, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah,
it's just like it's kind of like the old Twister. We're watching a bunch of tornado chasers from the 90s. Now we're watching a bunch of tornado chasers from the 2020s.
Okay, got it.
The effects were great. Music was really good. Acting was good.
Okay.
I can never say enough about Glenn Powell, who I'm starting to really like a lot.
Okay.
I think that guy is going to be, already on his way to being a really big star. You know what I'm talking about, right? No. That guy, Glenn Powell?
No. Give me another movie that I might have seen.
Okay. Did you see the sequel to Top Gun?
No.
All right. You might want to check that out, even if you're not a fan of Top Gun. Yeah. The sequel was really good.
Well,
really good.
I know I can find it on.
Yeah, the sequel to Top Gun is a surprisingly good movie. If you're a fan or not a fan of Tom Cruise. Yeah. If you're a fan or not a fan of the old movie,
it
was
okay.
It's the first one is like okay. Yeah. This one's actually got a lot more depth in it and a lot more to the characters. Do you need to see the first one? Not really.
Not really.
You really don't need to see the first one.
I'm going to take your advice, and we're going to watch.
Yeah, Top Gun, the sequel, is a good movie. Yeah, and the second, you'll recognize him right away. Like the second guy under Tom is Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell is also he played an astronaut. He played I think he played John Glenn in the movie called Hidden Figures. Did you see Hidden Figures?
Oh yes, I did.
Yeah,
now I know who you're talking about.
That guy. He's a really good-looking guy. He's got great charisma. He's got great camera presence.
I got his face in my head. All right,
yeah.
I know who he is. Yeah,
he's the lead in Twisters, and he's very likable. And I'd like to see him get more and more parts. He's a likable guy. I'd like to get him on the show. See if we can. I'll have my producer.
Yeah.
Make some calls, and my producer can call your producer.
Yeah.
And then tell me.
And I'll hang up on him.
And then that's how we'll know that when we have to do another show.
Okay. So stick around, folks. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another great show. And
2 weeks, huh? All right.
And some good segments. Mm-hmm. And if you have something to say, leave a comment.
If you have something to say, keep it to yourself. No.
And you can find us on our website, which is pullyourselftopieces.com, all one word, where you can scroll up and down and find any episode you want and listen. And if you want to leave a comment, go ahead. And hope you enjoyed our new show, and we'll be back in 2 weeks. Anything you want to add, Bill?
No. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right.
See you.
Hi, this is Bill from Pull Yourself to Pieces. We started this podcast to spark conversations, challenge perspectives, and share the extraordinary tales that make life a thrilling adventure. At first, we didn't know how to create a podcast, but after doing research, we found a great online tool that we use to record each show. That tool is Zencastr, an all-in-one podcast platform that works right out of a browser. You can record studio-quality audio and up to 4K video, even if your connection is unstable. Then you can use the tool's post-production features to help you edit those recordings so your podcast can sound its best. And finally, Zencastr can host your shows and help you distribute them to multiple platforms like Spotify and Apple. It's so easy, and if we can do it, so can you. There's nothing to stop you from creating your own podcast right now. Go to zencastr.com/pricing and use my code BillyRay, and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. I want you to have the same easy experience as I do for all my podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story. Please check out our website, pullyourselftopieces.com.
That's right.
And you can subscribe to the show in Google and Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Castbox, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, Stitcher, and YouTube, or via RSS, so you'll never miss an episode.
And if you enjoy our show, don't forget to give us a high rating.
And remember to tell your friends about the show.
Thanks for listening to our show, and thank you to freesounds.org and Gottlieb, Audio Mirage, Plasterbrain, Cognito Perceptu, FK Prod, Mirage Shazer, Shadow Wisp, DBoss, Viku Seru, Intra Environmental Sound Project, Julian Nicholas, Carmelo Mike, G Kill Hour, 140-178 Sound, CMU Sound Design, Alan Mchi, Der Super Anton, Eric H2000, Bulbastray, FK Phantom, Ultra Dust, Ada Records, Stuart Colborn, Debroid, Cubidup, GJ, Syntax Seed, Inspector J, Astounded, Madge 061785, Just Invoke, Short Record, Lorenzo Sue, and Amma Kenzie. CreativeCommons.org/licenses/by/3.0/legal code.